Right now, what the Democratic chair of Wisconsin is calling an attempt at voter suppression and getting into the season of giving. The Boys and Girls Club doing that in a big way. A story you will not want to miss. That's straight ahead.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Danica Lewis. Eric and Charlotte have the night off. For the 5th day in a row and the 10th day this month, we have hit the 40-degree mark. Certainly not the typical weather for Christmas Eve, but good for anyone heading to their holiday destinations. You're taking a look at the Beltline at Todd Drive right here. Smooth sailing, everything looking good for right now at least. Let's go right over to meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at that first alert forecast. Dana?
The roads are smooth. The sky's also smooth right now. It is just a little mild outside for Christmas Eve. We did hit 50 degrees a few days ago, but today just in the upper 40s, average highs in the upper 20s, so we're quite a bit above average. We finally dropped back down about 37 right now for your Christmas Eve evening plans. A mostly cloudy sky, and it should stay pretty calm and quiet outside for tonight. Tomorrow for Christmas Day, we will be in the upper 40s for afternoon highs, and Thursday, we will be flirting with some record-breaking temperatures. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for the rest of the week in just a few minutes. Danica?
All right. Thank you, Dana. We are already looking toward a new year for the state legislature here in Wisconsin, and it is not looking like it will be any more productive than 2019. With the Democratic governor in office, Republicans in control passed few bills of significance this year outside of the state budget. The legislature is only scheduled to be in session a handful of days in 2020. More than 20,000 Wisconsinites have now re-registered to vote after an Ozaukee County judge ruled the Wisconsin Elections Commissions has purged hundreds of thousands of voters from the rolls. Now, political reporter Amy Reed shows us how this affects Dane County in particular and why the state Democratic Party is calling it voter suppression.
He's received contributions from 44 billionaires.
Democrats in Wisconsin still have months to decide who they'll back for the party next year. But the state party is encouraging registration efforts now following a ruling this month by an Ozaukee County judge that could push more than 200,000 Wisconsinites off the rolls. The head of the state Democratic Party says he's working to make sure all these voters are accounted for come the next election.
If we get the list of purged voters and we reach out to folks, we text them, we call them, we make sure they know exactly what they need to bring to the polls.
He calls the move voter suppression, especially since it impacts primarily votes in blue counties. In Dane County, there were about 30,000 people who got the letters, about 60% of which in the city of Madison. The conservative group that filed the original complaint says this isn't about partisan politics, saying, quote, for the decision to have any impact other than cleaning up the voter rolls, one would have to know with certainty that those whose registrations have been deactivated cannot, for some reason, re-register and cast a ballot from a current or future address. The Elections Commission urges you to check your registration on myvote.wi.gov to make sure you're in good shape when it comes down to making your choices heard next year.
Any voter in this election has more power to shape human history than almost anyone ever has or ever will, especially in a place like Wisconsin. A handful of voters could make the difference for every human who will ever live again.
In Madison, Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
This ruling is being challenged at the state Supreme Court and in a federal lawsuit. According to its website, the Elections Commission is waiting to hear further direction from the courts and has not removed voters yet. Well, 'tis the season to pay it forward, and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is doing just that this Christmas Eve, with one gift leaving the recipients in total disbelief. Madeline O'Neill brings us that heartwarming story.
I'm waiting for quesadilla. Oh, DJ. Christmas is chaotic.
The hustle and bustle of Christmas doesn't stop at Parkway Family Restaurant.
My co-workers, every one of them, I just adore all of them. So it's a good place to work.
Not when there's so many people here to eat.
Excuse me, guys, I'm gonna have to go right that way. I'll eat here on my day off, so that says something.
And to give back.
So we just wanted to pay it forward.
These are Boys and Girls Club donors responding to a call for donations.
I am shocked 20 people showed up here with $100 each.
Part of the money is helping fund gifts for families in need.
Can you do no tomato on that quesadilla, please?
It's something longtime waitress Tracy Jones is thrilled to see.
The one family that they helped, I waited on these guys. I know them.
It's because she and her best friend and fellow employee, Jessica Grover, know how heavy the holidays can get.
We're like, okay, we run. Okay, I got this. I got something for this kid. I got something for that kid. And then you're just constantly chasing your own tail. Okay, and do you want hash browns or American fries?
Jones is a single mom of 4. Grover has 3 kids and a husband whose injuries put him out of work.
And a lot of times we forget about waitresses and waiters.
Not this time.
We wanted to pay it forward for you. So this young lady got something that she wants to present to you.
In this case, keeping the change can be life-changing.
Oh my God. Are you?
So there's a tip for $4,000 for the 2 of you on the share.
There we go. $4,000, $2,000 a piece.
At a bit more than the standard 20%.
Love you. Love you too.
The surprise $4,000 tip takes a weight off.
Thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. You have no idea what we could do with that kind of money.
Soon enough, the regular hustle and bustle continues.
Oh my God.
Now feeling a little bit lighter.
Thank you. We love you. I love you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Beyond giving these 2 servers' families a very Merry Christmas this year, the money raised by the Boys and Girls Club this Christmas is also helping a number of families, including one experiencing homelessness tonight.
Maddie, thank you so much for that story. A Janesville family is celebrating the holidays for the first time with a brand new helper. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us from our Janesville Gazette Bureau with why it means so much to them. Adam?
Danica, this is Tom and Nancy Garrett's first Christmas at home with their brand new seeing eye dog, Clifford. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, Tom and Clifford were matched together at the Guiding Eyes for the Blind Training Center in New York. Now, Tom has Stargardt's disease, which has caused him to lose his vision over time. And he and Clifford were paired together based on personality and what they share in common. And Tom's wife, Nancy, says she can see the impact right away.
Confidence, surety that they can get along without me if something would happen.
This is Tom's second time through the Guiding Eyes for the Blind program. In August of this past year, he said goodbye to his first seeing eye dog, JJ. Now, for more information about the Guiding Eyes for the Blind program, or to hear more about Tom, JJ, and Clifford's story, you can find that all on our website, channel3000.com.
Can't get enough of puppies. Thank you so much, Adam. Now looking ahead, way ahead to summer, as we are finding out who one of the Summerfest headliners will be in 2020. It is Justin Bieber. Will perform in Milwaukee on June 24th. That's according to the pop star's Twitter account. That is actually the first night of the world's largest music festival. His announcement comes prior to Summerfest's official lineup release, which is expected sometime in the spring. Still ahead tonight, it's all about spreading some holiday cheer, how local organizations are making sure everyone gets a meal and a gift this year. Stay with us. All right, procrastinators, if you still have to buy some gifts today, comes as no surprise, you are really cutting it close. The National Retail Federation says 6% of us wait until Christmas Eve to finish shopping. Most major stores in our area closed at the top of the hour. Kohl's has been open 24 hours a day since Friday, but closed at 6 tonight. Apple and Barnes & Noble also among the stores that closed at 6. The same goes for Best Buy and Walmart. But one big box store that's still open is Target. They will be open until 10 o'clock tonight. This Christmas Eve, a nonprofit group is making sure Santa finds his way to all kids, even those without a permanent place to call home. Santa's Without Chimneys is gathering gifts for 400 families in the area, and today volunteers tagged along with Santa delivering those packages, which include items from the children's wish lists.
When I was growing up, I didn't have anything. My mom couldn't afford Christmas. I'd go to school, everybody's showing off their stuff, and I got bullied because I didn't have anything. So it kind of stops the bullying.
The nonprofit is in its 8th year, and the group runs on donations. We do have a link of how to donate if you're interested over on our website, channel3000.com. In Beaver Dam, a group of organizations are making sure hundreds of families have something to eat this Christmas. For the 68th year, the Elks of Beaver Dam filled food baskets and loaded them up for delivery. The high school wrestling team and local scouts were also there to help. Last year, they packed up more than 500 baskets that provided meals to nearly 2,500 people. Well, still to come tonight in sports, a big primetime win for the Packers last night, now officially champions of the NFC North. But first, shaping up to be a very mild Christmas day. Dana Fulton will have your full forecast. That's coming up next. If we hadn't said it yet, hope you're having a great Christmas Eve, and we are keeping an eye on the big man himself, Santa. According to NORAD right now, he is getting close to Iceland, but he is over the water right now. He has already delivered, by the way, more than 4 billion presents. You can follow his journey on norredsanta.org. We have a link up on channel3000.com as well. Not very icy where we are tonight, Dana.
No, not at all. Of course, he's got Rudolph with him, you saw there, and he's probably going to need him actually getting close to southern Wisconsin because we have that cloud coverage overhead. So Rudolph's definitely going to be a good thing for this evening. Heading into Christmas Day, we may see some patchy fog, not ruling out the chance for some dense fogs in spots, especially in the southwest corner of the state. That'll be for early tomorrow morning. As far as Christmas Day throughout the day, just mild outside. A mostly cloudy sky. We may see a little bit of drizzle developing late in the afternoon and evening, but not too bad temperature-wise. For Thursday, temperatures are going to be close to record-breaking. This is as a warm front is lifting right on over. Usually this time of year, our temps are in the upper 20s, and we're going to be in for a very mild trend throughout southern Wisconsin into Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, wherever you're traveling for your Christmas. If you're hoping for some snow, you're really going to have to travel really far north for tomorrow. This cold front off to the west is going to pass over late Thursday. Behind it, our temperatures drop a little bit on Friday. So for Christmas Day, plan on temperatures in the upper 40s. The record for tomorrow is in the mid-50s, the daily high temperature record. So likely not going to break that record for Wednesday. But Thursday, the record temperature is 50 degrees. We're forecasting for 50 degrees in Madison. It's going to be very mild outside, likely going to tie, if not break that record on Thursday. Friday, though, you see the cooler air coming in behind that cold front. Still above average, but in the upper 30s, not expecting to break records for Friday or into the weekend. Saturday, the record 60 degrees, and we're going to stay far away from that in the mid-40s for highs on Saturday. Overnight lows tonight in the upper 30s. Patchy fog possible for early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, just a mild night tonight. And for Christmas Day, it should be pretty mild outside as well. In the afternoon, temperatures will be in the 40s. If you have any travel, the road should be okay. Even with that small chance for some drizzle, really shouldn't affect your travel plans at all. Upper 40s for Wednesday, Thursday, we're close to 50 degrees. Some of that drizzle may linger into early Thursday morning. Again, not a major impact event, though. Variably cloudy skies on Friday with our next chance for some rain developing Saturday. It's going to transition over to some light snow by Sunday morning as temperatures drop to the lower 30s for our overnight lows. Heading into next week, we're keeping an eye on New Year's Eve, of course, on Tuesday. Things should stay pretty dry and quiet with temperatures right around 30 degrees when the ball drops. That's a quick look at your forecast.
The Packers celebrate an early Christmas while the Bucs get ready to play on Christmas. 'Twas the night before tip-off. Next. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through Wells Fargo, the Bucs equipment managers unpacked precious cargo. Uniforms hung in the lockers with care in hopes that Giannis and company soon would be there. The players hopped out of their hotel room beds with visions of victory dancing in their heads. Fans on social media, Facebook, the Gram, posting and trolling what's basically spam. When out of the tunnel, the Deer hit the floor on a mission to leave Philly with a record of 28-4. I checked my Twitter feed, the usual chatter, scanning it closely to make sure nothing was the matter. The lights shining bright on the court down below. Let's tip this game off and start the big show. When what to my wondering eyes should appear, a roster of title-hungry first-place Deer. The leader, Coach Bud, knows this roster's legit. 12 deep each night with no load management. Faster than race cars swerving through the lane, he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Giannis, now Wesley, now Dante and Robin, on Urson and Corver and Bledsoe and Connaughton. That was a hard one. They sprung to the court, dominating from the first whistle, flying around the court with the speed of a missile. And I heard them exclaim as they finished the fight, "Merry Christmas to all, and happy Ball Nights!" The Bucs playing on Christmas Day for the second straight year, the unofficial showcase night. I have a lot of free time of the NBA's regular season schedule. Has the Deer in Philly to take on the Sixers at 1:30 with a chance to improve on the league's best record.
Most exciting thing for me is that my family will be watching, and just all the families, you know, because I remember being a kid with my family on Christmas Day watching those games and just wanting to be there and wanting to be able to play on that day and to actually be able to do it. I gotta imagine it would be like a football player playing on Thanksgiving.
So it was fun, and I'm so excited to play against Philly. It's going to be a fun game to watch, and hopefully the fans can enjoy, you know, on the Christmas Day and fun NBA also.
The Packers clinched the NFC North and a home playoff game with last night's win at Minnesota, their first at US Bank Stadium. Now, the Green and Gold shut the Vikings out in the second half to claim the division for the first time in 3 years. Aaron Jones stole the show with 154 yards rushing and a pair of second-half touchdowns. The Packers' defense held the Vikings to 139 total yards, keeping hope alive for the #1 seed in the NFC.
Feels great to win these kind of games. These are playoff-style games. Obviously, we're both going to the playoffs, but to be back on top of the North after a couple years being down feels great. To win in this stadium, you know, where a couple years ago I was jeered leaving the field after breaking my collarbone, feels pretty good.
J.J. Watt's back at practice 8 weeks after tearing his left pectoral muscle. Normal recovery time is 3 to 4 months, but Watt's clearly not normal. The three-time Defensive Player of the Year said the plan is to be ready for the Texans' first playoff game.
It's built into me. I want to be on the field with the guys, and I feel really good. We've worked extremely hard at rehab. We've had a very smooth process, and everything's been going extremely well. So I'm really excited to get back on the field with everybody and to be back out there helping my team and playing for the city.
I meant not normal in a good way.
Right, I know. I wish we had an applause sign to like flash right now and just.
Without the Bucs
Just
being
come
really
on.
good, they would not play on Christmas Day. You have a lot of free time on your hands and want to kill a minute 27
There you go.
of the slow sports
So
cast
thank you,
day of the year.
Giannis.
Yes,
And-
thank you,
and-
Giannis.
and the crew.
Wesley, the name the roster thing
Way to
was what I
go.
had first, last name.
And now Dana will sing her forecast Christmas Carol style.
Yeah, that's
Right?
exactly what we're going to do. It's great.
Oh, time's up. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Let's just get it normally.
The normal thing. That's all I got. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the upper 40s. A cloudy sky for your Christmas day with some drizzle coming through later on in the day. Otherwise, really mild for Christmas. The day after on Thursday, good for travel, mostly cloudy, but temperatures will be near breaking the daily record high. And then we have another rain chance coming through this weekend.
Well, thank you both. And before we leave tonight, we want to share some sounds of the season. Here is the choir for the Madison Diocese singing the classic Silent Night. Merry Christmas, everyone.